Hey guys, we're in the shop today. We got the new Aufero, let's see, this is an Aufero Laser 1. This is a new laser engraver that they sent me to try in my shop. So we're going to open it up. I have pretty much no experience with laser products, so coming from a complete newbie, let's open this up and see how hard it would be for you to get into laser engraving. Oh wow, lots of cool stuff in here. Ooh, I'm going to bring you around so you can see this. So here's what we're looking at here. It looks like we got lots of goodies in here. Alright, it's packaged really well. We've got everything laid out now that it comes with. You got the power supply, your connection cable. We've got these three lasers, which is the high power regular laser, the long focal length laser. This is made for cutting, deep cuts. And then this laser right here is the lower power laser, but has a better, it's got a smaller laser dot. So it's going to, from what I understand, it's going to provide a better image if you're doing an image. We've got the protector here. It looks as if this protector just slides right in on this one or this one to protect your eyes from, or to protect, no, it's probably not to protect your eyes that much, it's just to keep debris and things off of the surface area where you're engraving. This plate here is to calibrate the height of this laser, and then this anvil right here you use to calibrate the height of this laser and this laser by bringing the body of the laser down to your work surface. These are very easy to mount. All you have to do is take the supplied screw, you screw it in here on this dovetail mount, and then you just slide this up and down on the unit. Very, very simple to do. So you just put that on there, put your anvil on your surface, and then bring it down to the anvil and lock it in place. And then to finish connecting your lasers, all you have to do is take your supplied cable here, snap it into place. Pretty simple. And then attach this guy right here to one of these screws right here, which is very simple. They actually supply an Allen wrench for that also. So we're going to go ahead and just attach that. Right. Just like that. Simple. I went ahead and set this up just sitting on a granite surface plate. The stand comes with rubber feet on it, so it holds pretty tight. If you're going to run this out on the edge of the boom or out here, you know, it feels pretty solid, but you may want to use the feet that they supplied you. They gave you feet to put on here so that you can mount this to a table or a bed. And you might want to do that. I haven't found a need for it yet. And it's kind of cool that you can set this over the top of any surface that you want to engrave. That's pretty neat. Hey guys, this thing is so cool. What a fun little machine to play with. Hey, I want to give you a quick backstory. This company reached out and asked me if I wanted to demo one of their products. And I was very excited about it, but I was definitely worried about the technology side of it because I've never played with a laser, I've never looked into it, and I've also never played with 3D printers. And I have friends that do, and they tell me that the G-code and all that stuff is really difficult. So I was a little bit nervous to get this equipment because I would have to learn all the software. Rest assured, it was a piece of cake. I literally unboxed this thing, hooked up my laptop, downloaded the free program to run this thing, and it was engraving within 30 minutes. It was so easy. I'm going to show you how I did it. All right, so I downloaded Laser GRBL, so it's just Laser GRBL. You pull this bad boy up. You turn on your laser engraver. I just turned it on, so now my program sees it. See, now it sees that the engraver's on COM5. All you have to do is click connect. I'm connected to it right now. I'm going to show you how to do this. So to import an image, all you're going to do is go to File, Open File. Let's see, I want to go to my downloads because I just downloaded. I'm going to do a vector triangle logo. This is a vectorized triangle. Then it gives you some options. You can go through brightness, contrast, you know. You could do a line to line right here. This right here shows you the lines, so you'll see the lines. You could do a dithering, which I like the dithering better. It does more dots than lines. You can vectorize the image, which is going to outline the image with very sharp lines. We're actually going to vectorize this because I want it to be nice and sharp. So I'm going to go next. Now on this screen, it tells you your speed and feed rates. So I've got this one set at constant power, and we're going to run it all the way out. Let's see. This says craft paper 1.5 watt. We're going to go, let's see, craft paper, apply. So 3000 mm per minute is what it's going to run. We're going to keep this at a size of 75 by 56. And when I click create, this thing's going to instantly move. So I'm going to reposition the camera so you can watch it. I'm going to put my special glasses on. We're going to run this program. All I'm going to do is click File, Send to Machine. That's it. Alright, so I ran it at 3000 and it's a little light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to 2000 and I'm going to send it to the machine again. So all I did was I left the laser at 100% and I just slowed it down a little bit so it'll give me a darker line. And it looks like that's actually giving me what I'm looking for. But that's what I was telling you. Run the program, faster. That way, if it's too light, you can just redo it. Not a big deal. There we go. Super cool, huh? I like it. All right. I just changed it from a vector to a dithering, which is going to fill in the lines. I'm going to run it at the same speed. Really cool to watch it. This is a blue laser, so if you turn out the lights and you open your garage, it looks like a laser light show's going on, like a concert's happening in your garage. Probably all my neighbors are like, what's going on in there? Check that. It's that simple. You could tell this material doesn't engrave really consistently. There's some darker spots, but that wasn't actually laser. I've got some other materials where this didn't happen, but this is just some stuff I have laying around that's fun to engrave on because it's white, so you can really see what's happening. Okay guys, here we go. This is the 2 watt laser, and I had it set to run 1 pass on a horizontal, and you could see what I'm talking about. You could see some lines, but ultimately that was really, really good. I'm not fussed about that at all. This is just a piece of like melamine board. Depending on what you're engraving on, this could be slightly toxic to burn. So I am running this in the garage with the garage door open, and it doesn't smell too whoopee either. These came out really good. This is just a photograph of my wife and I just turned it to black and white and ran it. The program stopped right here, and then I told it to start again, but I accidentally skipped a couple lines of code, so it skipped it right there. I could have gone back and had it reprint this section, but unfortunately, me not knowing what I was doing, I moved the board before I realized it, so then I couldn't go back. Here's one right here that I ran first. Now you can see I was writing on this. This is a line-to-line, 20 lines per millimeter. This is the size of the picture, and this is the speed that I ran the laser at. I've been playing around with the speeds on the lasers. In the program that I'm using, there's a drop-down menu that shows you materials for each laser and the optimal speeds that they suggest. But you know me, I always like to fool around with stuff. I ran this one at 2500 and it was pretty dark. So I ran this one at 3000 and I feel like I liked this one a lot better. See how dark the shadows are on the face? You lose some detail. Running the laser faster seemed to give me a lot better look to the picture. Now, I'm not engraving deeply into this product right here. This is just a light surface engraving, and I think that that's coming out really good. I mean, these are some of my very first projects. Oh, you can see right here, this is when I was messing around. That actually cut into the material, and so did this one right here, cut into the material. As I'm trying to figure out, you know, the power of the lasers, how fast to run them, speeds and feeds and different things like that. But this is coming out really good. Let me show you another thing that I did here. This is probably what I'm most excited about, is the leather. This is a vector image that I engraved onto the leather. This is such a neat idea to do cool stuff engraved in my leather sheaths. You guys are going to see a lot of this on my channel coming up because this is so neat. Right after you engrave the leather, I think you should run some super sheen on it to kind of lock everything in. Kind of smudged after playing with it because you know, it does burn the leather, but still the possibilities are absolutely limitless. And with the cutting head, this long focal length cutting head right here, I think that, you know, to cut out the sheath templates and stuff in leather, how cool is that? What a neat idea. Here we go. I took the 20 watt laser over here and started practicing on steel. Now this is 1095 steel. I was absolutely shocked that this would do such a good job on 1095. So this one right here was running the laser at 80% at a rate of 500, and this was running the laser at 80% at a rate of 100. This is what they called for to do stainless steel, and this etched pretty deep. That's something that could work out doing blades and stuff. I did this a little bit larger. They don't recommend that this machine can do metal, but I think it did it just fine. And, you know, if you ran this program once or twice to make it deeper, cool. I mean, why not? You could run this program over and over and over, and each time it'll just cut it slightly deeper. So, you know, if you run it once and you find you want it a little deeper, run it again. Same deal on these pictures. What I would suggest is if you only have one single piece of material, I would run the image really light to make sure that you don't burn it. And then you can always run the program 2-3 times. You can up the wattage of the laser or slow down the speed, and it's going to get darker. So, you know, if you start out light, then you can always go back and do it again. But if you start out dark, you'll just burn it and there's nothing you can do. So, you know, I'm definitely learning how to use a laser as I go. But like I said, this is 1095, and it had no problem engraving the 1095 with the 20 watt short focal length laser. If you're experienced with lasers and you feel like I'm doing something wrong or that you have some wisdom for me, please hit me in the comments and let me know. If you think that there's a better program than this free laser GRBL that I'm using, certainly, you know, help me out because I'm no expert at this. I tried to make sure that you all know that. I'm a novice and I'm just jumping into this, which I think might be the coolest part, is that I literally just got this machine and I'm instantly engraving on it. So how cool is that? Anyhow, you guys can expect to see a lot of really neat stuff come out of the shop using this. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.